I'm Grace. Hi, I'm Veronica, and we're Rosie Riveters. Today we're making bath bombs. There's a couple of ingredients you'll need. You'll need citric acid, cornstarch, baking soda, and a bit of oil and food coloring. You'll need half a cup and a cup of baking soda, and you're going to pour them fully into the bowl. First, you do the baking soda and you pour it in through the top to the top level. Every bit of that, and I use all my baking soda. And now you're going to get your half a cup. You can start with cornstarch or this, and you're gonna put it into the bowl. Cornstarch or citric acid, of course. Yeah, either one is good. I've done my citric acid, I think. I don't know. And I think this is cornstarch. And now I'm doing my cornstarch. It's in one of my hands. It feels really nice, actually. And now you're done with that part. Mix everything in the bowl with your stick. If you want to add coloring, you can put your dry mixture into 3 separate bowls before add coloring. Now you can add color, and 5 drops will be good. When you add the food coloring, you might start to see it fizz. That's because you want to add a little bit of it every time to start reacting. When you're finished mixing your food coloring, you're going to add oil. You want to add little bits of it at a time, because then when you pinch it, it will be together. Yep. It's gonna be really Ooh, my lemon one looks like cheese. Look at mine, Reese. Now you're gonna go in and pinch it with your hands. Mix it with your hands. So when you pinch it, it will stay. If you want to mix colors into your mold, you can press it down in there. But if you want to make different colors, you can make different colors in layers. And you want to push it so that it's tightly compact. And you're gonna be adding more. Push it with your thumb. And when both of your sides are fully compact, you're gonna push them together. Look at mine. That's Dad's. My brother's is gonna be round.
Put into your bath bombs.
We put olive oil and food coloring. And baking soda, citric acid.
Yeah.
And
do you remember earlier in the week when we did chemical reactions and what happened when we mixed citric acid, baking soda, and water?
Yeah.
What happened?
It made bubbles.
It made bubbles, right? Because a chemical reaction is what? When you take 2 different things, right? You mix them together to make something new, right? So here we've mixed baking soda and citric acid. What are we missing in our mixture to be able to make carbon dioxide bubbles?
We need water.
Water.
Let's make water.
Okay. So the girls have used bath bomb molds, and they use powdered citric acid. Not everybody has this at home, and not everybody has bath bomb molds at home. But what you might have is a muffin tin. So we made these earlier, and they just have a bit of saran wrap in them, and then you put your mixture into there. And if you don't have citric acid, you can use an alternative acid, right? So there's the options of mixing apple cider vinegar. There's cream of tartar that also works, or lemon juice. You're gonna have to look up online your different balances of how you're combining things. don't lick it, of how you're combining things, because everybody's mixture and ratio is different. But for the most part, when you're making bath bombs, you have half the amount of cornstarch and citric acid to baking soda. So 1 part baking soda and then half citric acid and half cornstarch. So we needed water to add into our mixture, right? So made these ones this morning, so they're not the most solid, but you'll see, we almost made like a little mini cupcake. Can you see the little mini cupcake, Grace? And so we have our citric acid and our baking soda. What happens when we add water? So that's what's gonna happen in your bath, right? You typically want to let them dry overnight so that they can really hold their form, and then they're ready to go. So you can put them into all kinds of forms, right? We used a muffin tin for extra. There's bath bomb molds, and Grace is actually going to put hers into some of her old Easter eggs. So anything that it can hold its form in is going to be what you need, okay? So, but add warm water, and those 2 different things, right, baking soda and citric acid, get to react and make something new, and you get carbon dioxide bubbles and a really fun, fizzy, colorful bath. Mm-hmm. So girls, was that fun?
Yeah!
So what is a chemical reaction?
Adding 2 different things and mixing them together to make something new, like this.
Awesome. You can do it with baking, you can do it with bath bombs. Show us your stuff, right? Show us what kind of molds you use to make your bath bombs. These are a great gift, right? If you've got social distancing birthdays coming up, why don't you make your friends bath bombs, right? And then they can enjoy some relaxation and self-care at home. We look forward to seeing you guys next week, and in the meantime, we'll leave you with our nice big
We can do it!
Hey, thanks so much. We'll see you soon.
You're having a great day with your bath bomb. Well, tomorrow I need.